Hello YouTube. I want to show you the next project I'm working on. I'm going to take this Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Wrecker figure and make it into a Visionary from the 1980s, the Visionary line. Show you what I've got done so far. There he is. I have cut a lot of pieces off. For the shoulder plate, I cut this section off. For the chest plate, I cut the oddball pieces off here and actually brought these pieces that were hanging off of this down and hooked them right there. And then this is just plastic used with Army Painter green stuff to put on there. I have to sand that yet to do a lot of painting. The neck piece that went around the chest plate I actually used on the helmet. So I took this helmet and cut out the middle, and I made a helmet that looked like this. And we'll stick it on there so you can see what we got going on. So there we go. And of course all this has to be painted. I was going to switch out the heads, but I kind of like the head. And I got a lot more work to do on this, but that's just getting started. But yeah, I got a lot of work to do on this. Okay, and that's it for right now, and I'll be back. Okay, so he's all painted up. I put the wolf coming out of his chest piece for the hologram. Always covers the face. The helmet comes off. I just kept the head that was on there. Anything I really added was this tubing, this plastic piece to the chest, and then filled it in with putty, and then just painted everything. This is actually pieces of his shoulder piece hooked to the helmet that I cut open, and that pretty much made his helmet. So that is so far. I do some work around here, make it kind of look a little different. So I'm gonna get started on that. Okay, so I just cut up plastic. Basically cut up 2 plastic squares and glued them in a shape, and then took some piping and glued that. Took another pipe for the staff piece where he holds on, and then this is the owl. I cut his tail off. So after I paint this, I'll glue him like that and do the same thing that I basically did to that wolf that's coming out of his chest plate. And that'll be his staff that he wears. Okay, there it is. It's finished. That is the 6-inch custom Visionary made from a Hasbro Star Wars action figure. So let me get the action figure first. Star Wars Black Series Wrecker. That is made out of all those parts. The only thing that I added, or that I bought, was the owl and the wolf, and just cut the bodies off of them and the tail off of him. There's the tail right there. And then I made the staff out of just plastic that you can buy at the store. So let's get this off of him. There is a staff. That is the AK Pacific water, and that is the water highlights or whatever you call it. That is also AK, and all that was just a piece of pipe, a couple pieces of plastic cut. Looks like he's coming out of there, and then there he is. This does kind of look like one of the Visionaries from back in the day. Didn't really mean to make it look that way, but he just kind of turned out that way. This blue wasn't supposed to be that color blue. But as you can see, turned out pretty good. Take the helmet off. That's Wrecker's face. I just left it there. I just painted his eyeball in, because I thought he looked kind of cool. Just like that. So, there it is. All done. Oop. That's the only bad thing, is trying to get that back on there. Move that down. Here we go. All done. And I'll add some pictures at the end. Thank you for watching, and God bless.